Welcome back, everyone. This is Expeditions Conquistador, in case you forgot somehow. If it makes you all feel better, the Steam Achievements does recognize whenever you, have lost a battle. So, that 15 flawless victories, in a row is certainly outside of my possibility to achieve at this time. I'm not sure what there are 15 battles left in this game, but perhaps it would be rude for me to assume as much. So, we're back here. I tried asking the Emperor, and there you go. As I expected, that would not be a valid situation. However, I am rather insistent on this happening now. And now that I have things like pride out of the way, maybe the hopes of stacking on more flawless victories, we can actually pay more attention to life. We failed silent. Grimith, maybe you shouldn't play games in the middle of the fucking morning. It's only, what, 3:12 in the morning? Maybe that's what the mission said failed for. Maybe it wasn't the mission you're trying to do right now, but maybe the fact that you can't go back and do that one. Alright. That's it. That is it. Everyone to the escape zone in time. Which means I perhaps should have chosen faster people. It might not actually be good enough for me to kill everyone if the game is so insistent on this happening. Regardless, I'm gonna place down a fucking cannon. I think I can afford to use some of these here. And we can have like a line of spike traps? Oh, that would be exciting, right? No lanterns, though. I need lanterns. I need oil. Alright. No, screw. So mad. We have to kill everyone faster instead of strategically if I'm gonna go through with this. And I do. Okay. Grimith, how would you be more strategic about this? Six turns. 6 turns to kill 7 people. They're gonna need some time to come down to me. I don't think it's worth using a cannonball just on that guy. Okay, so for the first time ever, I'm redoing a battle, because I lost! You know, we didn't even have any sort of, like, exciting, interesting text pop up. Also, you don't need to be there. Well, maybe you can be, but you don't need to be there. It was just, you lose. Like, oh, well, that's great. And after they defeat all of you, they will, you know, maybe they just didn't want to tempt you into winning by, well, trying to win. You know, if they stacked like 12, 14, 16 people on this map, you know, maybe you would be in a situation where you would, seriously give the old college try to win. I don't think a hailstorm would be attempted in the first combat turn. Good job, Pedro. I'm gonna rely on that anyway. Go cannon. Let's do this. And don't... yeah, there we go. Now that the barricades are out of the way, they will... You fuckers. You fucker! What the fuck? Yay! Endless wrath. Yay! I gotta get it, Pedro! The only way for me to get Pedro is to go this way. I hate you all. You are the worst. Sweet. At least someone got hit by the spike trap. I'm not gonna be able to wait forever, though. So only one of these spike traps is gonna be useful. Okay. Well, that's fine. Sweet. Whatevs. Whatevs. 1, 2, 3. Damn it. Alright. We'll have you then finish him off. Silly Sergeant Warrior. Now I'm steaming, man. Just steam oozing from my every pore. Oh. Game did beat me. It did factually beat me. Yes, there was a scenario in which I technically lost. It happened. There are no take-backsies. We will never forget this moment unless I, erase the video. Wish I could go back, but that was a valid bonding experience, everyone. To see what losing looked like. And so it came to pass that we did see what losing looked like, and verily it was boring. Well, at least these are the two veteran trappers that are right here. Which means I may or may not be about to make their lives miserable. Probably not. These spike traps were wasted. Ah well, I'll have to get more. It'll happen. Let's see here. I wanted attack to go off. 3. Bernardo can move up there to engage. He is a manly man, full of manly. Yeah, fine. Spike traps are wasted. We'll write it off. Maybe if we had 10 turns, I think I could have made that happen 10 turns, not 6. Game got me. Stupid game got me. I only have myself to blame. I didn't know how many turns we were gonna have though until I pressed the end of preparations thing. Our standard 10 turns would have definitely been 100% acceptable. 2, I'm not gonna be able to get behind a flanking position to attack him. Instead, I'll just take it to the flanking position to attack you. And since I've engaged everyone in fisticuffs, we'll go ahead and shoot with Isabella. I'm annoyed at life. Annoyed at life. Damn it. Alright, fine. Everyone did the escape. Ooh, I might have a chance to hit someone with a, That doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. I was about to lose my mind. Obviously, you might want to risk an attack of opportunity in that situation. I'm actually pleased with the AI for doing that. For recognizing that such an opportunity existed. To threaten multiple attacks, just to threaten an attack of opportunity. Also, champions can stun everyone. It's good information to have. Alright. Finish that. See, you aren't flanking material anymore unless I actually take care of that, which I might very well do. By curing Bernardo, I actually permit him the opportunity to perk back up. So he actually is flanking material now. Which allows me, therefore, to creep up behind the champion, pop him upside the face. You, just go ahead and finish this trapper. Hey there, lol. You see, something we have over these Aztec people is not, our weapons, our armor, our firepower. No. It's the ability to save and load the game. And we need to make sure we defend Pedro here so that he is not mobbed by that guy from behind. Mobbed by him? I'll go ahead and use that phrase. Hello. How's it going? They could have at least given me more exciting text, though. They destroy you, but at least we got to see artwork. That's what I did it for, everyone. It was intentional failure for artwork. Yes. Yes. Completely intentional failure for artwork. No question. There you go. Step there. Going for Pedro. That's what I expected. So, the moral of the story is, if I just hadn't tried to be fancy and use my traps and my barricades and try to limit damage and stop being ostentatious, if I had actually just charged, I would have survived with that, I would have gone flawless. But I didn't. Actually, I would rather flank using this guy. There we go. Critical hit there, coming down on his face. You don't need to do anything this turn. Fantastic. Now, I might still have to get to the escape zone, which, it could happen. It's a possibility. Like Campbell's chicken noodle. The game developers just not fathom that you could win in this situation? I'm trying to puzzle this out, and I'm not finding any answers I like. That was Bernardo. We'll go ahead and let, Pedro, you deserve this. After all the hard work you've done, you definitely deserve this. This is all your fault. Yep, I'm at 1 of 15 now. Maybe just keep reloading and do this battle another time. Off camera, I just did this battle a bunch of times. You decide to stand and fight. After a brief but brutal battle, your troops stand victorious. You subject your vanquished enemies to a cursory search, but you find nothing of interest. Then you catch up with your servants and quietly leave the market with your carts. So it's not as if extra reinforcements were coming to the fight! No, this was just an arbitrary time limit. With you failing to meet the arbitrary time limit being, oh, no, you got your ass kicked. And then they go after your servants and kick their asses too. No at least reason of being mobbed by scores of Eagle Warriors? No. You just lose. Have fun with losing. This is your loss. And as much as, I'm projecting my anger at the game and attempting to blame the game, the simple truth of the matter is I failed to read. I overestimated how much time I would have. I guess you would say I was overly cautious. I was just playing a game to have fun. I was going to have that mopped up in, another 2 turns? But I only had 6 turns to make a beeline for the escape zone. So ridiculously easy to polish off these guys. And because I gave them more respect than needed, I lost. Alright, Grimith, calm down. Alright. Calm down, Grimith. It'll be okay. You don't need to justify anything to yourself or to anyone else. You play video games for fun. You didn't like how that happened. Ah. And so? Besides, you warned all of your viewers that such a situation could happen. I don't feel bad. Just for the record, you know, folks, in case you were concerned, I did never promise the Iron Man this game. If there was a situation where I wanted to reload, it would happen. And if 95,000 people suddenly take up arms, it would be funny, actually. It would show how much I matter to people. You return to Koyattl's camp. I think I'm more annoyed by... They could have at least painted me a picture of why I lost the battle, other than, you're overwhelmed by the Est. The fuck I am? Fuck you, I have a cannon. You return to Koyattl's compound and text Coco, and he meets you outside his house. I don't even remember his voice now. What news from Tino, the biggest little city in the New World? It was a success. My servants are bringing the carts with our spoils. His scarred face is split by an honest, joyous grin. You realize he's actually quite a handsome man. He bows deeply and looks you straight in the eyes, still smiling wildly. Then we are saved. The commoners of Texcoco will have food at least until the plague ends. He shakes his head and laughs quietly to himself. To think that our redemption should come from a child of the sun. This is not the sort of kindness we've come to expect from your kind. What do you mean? I did have to reload the game. And you know, really, it probably would have been easier if I had just killed you. The men who preceded you a few years ago stormed the great temple of Quetzalcoatl in Cholula and burned the city to the ground, raping the women and murdering the men and the children. You speak of Felipe Gutierrez. He shakes his head. I don't know their names. I only heard the stories, and I saw the aftermath. Cholula was an impressive city, second in size only to Tino. Now it stands in ruin. That doesn't sound like the Felipe Gutierrez I know. No matter. You did us all a great service today, and for that you'll have my eternal respect. I'm happy to help. Good luck with everything. He nods, and then he rushes off to help your newly arrived servants unload their long-expected cargo in the plaza. I loaded the game for you, Native American. Cherokee ancestors of mine, you better be fucking happy. I'm grouping them all together. That's so culturally insensitive of me. And yet, not a surprise at all, really, I don't think. Oh, boy. I'm gonna need to just have some time to think. Probably get over that. I'll never get over it. Oh, man. It's just, if anything, I'm stewing over it. Like, I can't, fault... yes I can. I have complete freedom to fault the game as much as I damn well please for that. They couldn't give me some sort of cool reason for why I lost. Some sort of thing like, you're completely surrounded and mobbed by Tino Chitlin soldiers. I guess that would just be completely unfair, because then you wouldn't be able to run away and escape. They have to give you freedom to escape from a situation so that you could come back and build from that, right? Hell if I know. Hell if I know. I think that's actually the greatest offense I took from that. The fact that we just lost. I think I can speak on behalf of every single viewer watching that I was nowhere close to losing that fight. Ever. At no point was I at serious risk of losing that fight last video. None. It didn't happen. Maybe at the start, turn 1. And then the AI did its stupid shit, and then I was perfectly fine. This entire session now is going to be full of me just bickering and sniping at the game. I love it. Oh, man. At least we got oil. You know, if I had lanterns, that would have made everything better. I'm just gonna randomly wander the wilderness. If I didn't want to help the damn Native Americans for a change. You know, because they've never had any help at all. They kinda got screwed. We wouldn't have had that problem either. Or maybe if I didn't get involved in drama. That's the problem. Also, the skull is encrusted with blood and has a faint otherworldly glow about it. The number of 13 is etched into the bone. That's Remy Hadley's corpse. There's a reference there that not many of you will get. I don't think, anyway. You know, of the few people who are still watching. You aren't mailing your congressmen, state senators, federal judges, or whatever for other forms of government control you have out there outside of the United States of America. I need to be culturally sensitive towards you, right? Some people, of course, enjoy this. They enjoy me losing my damn mind. Some will be like, you mean he hasn't? What? Oh, boy. Like... But similarly, there's someone who understands, like... I think this is a good game. I think this is an enjoyable game. I definitely do think it has some flaws. Perhaps proofreading being one of them. And another such flaw just being... I don't know. I think I probably need to play more of the game before I can form a cohesive opinion. And I do need to separate myself from that fight. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Why is the arbitrary time limit there? Oh, it's like, well, you're like to make the fight more challenging, like in any other game. But in like this role-playing game such as this, where it's trying to make context and sense of it all, we just lose. Because we didn't kill these guys in 6 turns, they won. It's not as if we were running away from other people, though. If the game had at least thrown that in, that, you know, we were swarmed by eagle warriors, there was 2 score, 3 score. Give me something! I could go, yeah, you're right, this is a stupid idea. I'm attacking a market or raiding a storeroom in the middle of the biggest fucking city in the entire New World, if not the entire world. You're right? Fine. I accept. It was dumb. I said it was dumb before I did it. I didn't think it would be dumb because of the arbitrary time. I thought it would be dumb because it would be attacked by 14 people. And we would have a fun fight. That wasn't so fun. As you ride, Pedro Alvarado comes up alongside you and asks for your attention. Excuse me, Capitan Reaper. Just behind us I saw a rare flower I did not recognize. If you are willing, could we stop for a moment so I can examine it? I suspect it may be medicinal. It looks similar to common medicinal herbs, but it is a most unusual shade of bright pink. Of course, Alvarado. If this flower could be useful for medicine, we should examine it. Wonderful. I knew you would understand the importance of such research. Let's turn the caravan around. You turn your caravan around and slowly head back to where Alvarado had found the flower. Alvarado dismounts and leans over a small ditch with a bright pink flower growing out of it. After a moment of careful examination, Alvarado gingerly picks the flower out of the ground and walks over to his cart. Unpacking his medical equipment, he begins to grind down the flower with his mortar and pestle. Gain 20 medicine. Pedro examines the powder for a while longer, mixing it with liquids and carefully picking apart the remaining dust. Finally, he seems to be done. It appears I was... No. It appears I was correct. This plant has fairly potent medicinal value, much more concentrated than most herbs. I will start the process to make it into medicine immediately. Great. I'm glad you were right. Alvarado beams proudly. Has gained morale. That's great. Suppose that's an event for any doctor. if you have one. And if you don't have one, that probably doesn't show up. That's good. We have more medicine. He is devoted. As he should be. You know, folks, I guess I can handle one loss being on my record over the course of this entire game. I can handle that. You know, that mission defeated me, which is more than any other mission in this game can say up to this point. So it has that going for it. If that ends up being my only defeat, we will remember the time when Grimith lost because he didn't read. Because he plays games at a bad time of day. From a short distance away, you hear a weak groan followed by a rasping call for help in a native language. Let's investigate. Following the noise to its source, you find a wounded native lying face down in a bush, holding his hand over a serious stomach wound. His blood-stained clothing and equipment marks him as a Totonac warrior. As you approach, he turns his head to you and whispers weakly in broken Spanish. Shining man, please help. Hurt. Aztec. Attacked. Medicine. Please. I completely sucked all the drama and emotion out of that situation, I'm aware. As you near the warrior, Julio Barreto rides his horse over to your side. Please excuse me, Capitan Reaper, but surely you don't plan on using our medicine to treat this man. What happens if we start falling sick ourselves? We need all the medicine for our own people. Yes, 192. Well, let's see here. That is my choice, Barreto, or I'm sorry if you have misgivings, Barreto, but I will not ignore a person in need. You know. Don't worry, Julio, I know. We have 192 medicine. We're doing a really great job. We're gonna be fine, dude. But we'll be diplomatic about this. I'm in a good mood. I'm sorry if you have misgivings, Barreto, but I will not ignore a person in need. He's lost morale. Julio, if you must, Capitan, but for the record, I am not happy about it. With Julio Barreto apparently appeased for now, you turn back to the wounded warrior. We shall have a doctor heal him with 20 medicine. And we gain 25 experience. You gesture to Teresa, and she takes medicine from the cart and hurries over. The doctor kneels over the warrior and begins to tend to the wound, cleaning it and dressing it as best she can before returning to you. The prices offered by Totonac merchants have improved. Altruistic and open-minded followers have gained morale. Greedy followers have lost morale. After taking a moment to overcome his pain, the warrior looks you in the eyes. Even as compromised position, you sense a great strength and gratitude from him. Thank you, Shining Man. Totonac will know of day you saved me. Thank you. I am always glad to help the Totonac. Will you be all right? Yes, I stay here. Heal. Return home then. I am fine. Although it's hard to believe, the warrior already seems much better than before. After making sure the treatment will hold, you pack your carts up and headed back down the road. Listen, game that gave me sass. I am perfectly willing to trade 20 medicine when I have such a glut of it for 25 experience points. And morale values shifted around again. Carlos is very upset. As is Anna. To an extent, so is Gabriella. Julio is a little bit angry. You know what? They can all take their ball and go home. Take their ball and go home. That's right. You know, I've never explored up there yet. And I kinda am getting pretty far away here. What was... Right, this is the mission for, Tino. That's the mission for Zalapa. Guess I am just kind of exploring on my own now. You know, that's not such a big deal. Let's keep going. Camp out. You go back to hunting. And away we go. Oh, we lost 52 rations. Oh boy. We didn't need those rations, everyone. Really having all that food, it's kind of like cheating, right? We just have so many supplies. We just have so much plenty. Point of interest. That sounds exciting. Let's go take a look at that. We did all of that basically for 177 valuables. not exactly the most, perhaps the best use of time, but it happened. Also, still can't make lanterns. We do not have enough oil. They consume 10 each. Really haven't done a whole lot of lantern throwing in the New World. That greatly disheartens me. But there is treasure. We will have to eventually return to the fortress and acquire the valuable oil I am owed. Chart the roads. And this is pretty far down here. Wonder what I'm getting myself into. I don't know. All I do know is that I'm still camping on the road. Well, let's try to get back all that food I just lost due to thieves. Alright, we gained some wood. Sweet. Go ahead and grab those herbs so that we can get our medicine back. 9 herbs. I'm a nice, generous man, you know. I help the people. You see, I am all about establishing, you know, a friendly base of relations before I kill them. It's all about, you know, manipulating people into thinking you're awesome. Uh-oh. Nothing here. I guess for now. For the time being. I'm just running around doing nothing. Wait. What video was this? Whoa, 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 whoa. That was 31, that's 32, this is 33. This is 33. And on that note, considering the fact this video has gone on for long enough, we'll go ahead and end it here. Join me next time where... I don't know. I do things. I maybe get over my life. We'll see.